Japan's story is the story of unparalleled nationalism and exemplary courage of its people. Japan, a small island nation in the Pacific Ocean, was ruled by successive dynasties. It prided on the tradition of bravery of its swordsmen called samurais, who not only defended the country from the onslaught of its larger neighbors but also helped spread its influence far and wide. Japan, like India, was an agrarian society, having a rich ancient tradition. Its society, being essentially feudal, underwent rapid changes in the middle of the 19th century when its emperors transformed their country from a rural and agrarian society to industrial giant of Asia, with stress on new emerging technologies by the end of 19th century. With its rapidly rising economic and military power, Japan soon controlled most of the Asia-Pacific as it captured Korea and Taiwan. This brought Japan in direct conflict with China and Russia. 1905 is a unique year in the world military history, with Japan becoming the first Asian nation to defeat a European power when its forces decimated the Russian army. This victory catapulted Japan as the major power in world politics. By the end of World War I, Japan was virtually controlling most of sea lanes in Asia-Pacific, with its domination running right up to Siberia. During the Second World War, Japan allied with Germany. Its forces kept on winning one battle after another, creating a massive arc of influence in Asia. The turnaround came in December 1941 when its Imperial Air Force destroyed the US air and naval base of the Hawaiian island of Pearl Harbor. This pushed US directly in World War II. Subsequent reverses in the war, primarily due to expansion of theatre of war far beyond its military and economic might, and defeat of its main ally Germany in Europe, Japan's position got weakened. The atom bomb attacks on its cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1946 virtually broke the back of Japan in the war, and finally its forces surrendered. But what came out brilliantly, even in the face of defeat, was the spirit of sacrifice and honor displayed by Japanese people. Japan's War Minister General Anami committed suicide, which is called harakiri in the samurai tradition, of piercing his heart with his sword in front of the Japanese parliament. After World War II, Japan went through a long period of political and military suppression by the world powers. It was subjected to humiliating political and military treaties by the Western powers. But it goes to the credit of its brave and patriotic people that within a span of 20 years after 1948, Japan was turned into a leading economic power of the world. Japan is still winning the world, but this time not with the power of samurai, but with the power of yen. Bureau Report, DD News.